ప్రతి న్యాయవాది మారుతున్న కాలానికి అనుగుణంగా వృత్తి విలువను పాటిస్తూ ముందుకు వెళ్లాలని సుప్రీంకోర్టు జస్టిస్ పిఎస్ నరసింహ అన్నారు. గుంటూరు బార్ అసోసియేషన్ కార్యాలయంలో శనివారం న్యాయవాదుల ఆత్మీయ సమావేశం జరిగింది. ఇందులో భాగంగా జస్టిస్ నరసింహ పాల్గొని మాట్లాడారు. రాజీ మార్గమే రాజమార్గమని, కక్షిదారుల సమస్యలను రాజీ చేయడానికి న్యాయవాదులు కృషి చేయాలని ఆకాంక్షించారు. మన ప్రవర్తన, మంచితనమే సమాజంలో ఉన్నత స్థాయిలో నిలబెడతాయని చెప్పారు.
Share with you my concern about civil courts. In a recent judgment which I have authored along with the Chief Justice, I have held that civil courts form the basic structure of our constitution. They are as important as constitutional courts. They are at the base of our adjudicatory system. The process by which we have weaned away, taken away jurisdiction after jurisdiction and placed it in the hands of tribunals is also a matter of concern which Supreme Court is considering in 3 or 4 major judgments. The Madras Bar Association, Malik Mazhar Sultan, All India Judges Association, and so on. So where do the civil courts, what is the scope, what will be the future of civil courts? Very importantly, when we talk of alternative disputes or dispute resolution in the form of arbitration, in the form of mediation, original conception is there are certain relationships which are simple and resolution can easily be brought about. For such matters, you don't need a very well-trained judge. Somebody who has objectivity can resolve the problem. If 2 brothers are unable to live together with a joint family property, should their intention to separate take 15 years, 20 years, 25 years? 70 years have passed after the making of the Constitution. Are we today in a position to say that when a wife comes to the court and says that my husband treated me with cruelty, I need a divorce, whether she is right or wrong, should that decision take 10 years? Disputes between 2 neighbors with respect to an injunction or encroachment over a property shouldn't take 12 years, 15 years. Why are we not asking such questions? Have we accepted the system? Or is it that there is something fundamentally difficult in the way and method that we adopt for resolution of disputes? Think about it, youngsters. Apply your mind and tell us what best solutions you can come up with. Arbitration is said to be an alternative, but in our country, arbitration has not really worked because of multiple reasons. It's not necessary for us to discuss that. So many cases pending in the civil courts can easily be resolved through arbitration. For arbitration, what do you need? Most essential part of arbitration is you need a trustworthy arbitrator. If both parties believe in a man or a woman, that they can resolve the problem, both of them can go to them and they will say, whatever he says, I will abide by his decision. Where are those honest people? That's the question. Where are such honest people is the question. We have created institutions for conducting courts, for developing infrastructure. My question is, where is that institution which forges, makes, creates a human being who can be trusted? We have not focused on that. After making the Constitution in his concluding speech, Ambedkar said, such a big constitution, it will be of no avail to any one of us if we don't have people who have credibility to manage the constitution and positions of the union executive or the state executive or the union judiciary or the state judiciary. He also said another important thing. If we have such credible people who can manage the constitution, credible people who can resolve problems and conduct, we don't need this constitution. Then why have we made this constitution? We need an infrastructure. But then that question remains,